Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As a Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with the C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today I'm going to read for the collective of Virgo, the Virgo Collective. V-I-R-G-O, 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 and Virgo is the sign, yo. Virgo. See what sort of messages Spirit has for you guys today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. I'm over halfway to a community tab and super excited about it. I can't wait to get to the community tab that gives me more options of sharing. Sharing, more sharing. Get to share music, get to share words, get to share pictures. I'm super stoked about reaching that milestone. So thank you for all of you that have subscribed, and thank you in advance to all of you that are about to. Much appreciated. Truly honored by your presence. No doubt. All right, Virgo. Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Virgo's personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Virgo. Please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Virgo's personal growth today. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. We have the Hanged Man wanting to jump right away. The Hanged Man. Chilling, seeing things from a different perspective. Trying to enjoy the view. What else can we tell Virgo? With the Sister Circle in reverse. This is like not giving two fucks what anybody says, what anybody thinks. Not listening to any of the gossip in your ear. Not caring about any gossip that's been spread about you. Like, you know, you hear those memes like, oh yeah, I want to hear whatever rumors you heard about me, go hear them again. You know what I mean? Or like that Brother Ali song. You call me beautiful. You call me ugly, but can't take nothing from me. I am what I am, doctor. You ain't gotta love me. With the Empress. Working on your own inner beauty, your own inner strength with the things that are fertile. Planting in fertile ground. Not listening to any of the bullshit. Not putting any bullshit in your own head. Not listening to your own inner furies telling you that you're not good enough, that you'll never be good enough. Shutting them down. What else can we tell the Virgo collective out there, universe? And the world. So we have some sort of major completion of some cycle. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. It's like you're moving out of some sort of past wounds. Either wounds of other people, wounds from yourself. Like you're learning how to heal yourself. Like you're learning how to just be yourself and fuck what they heard. You know what I mean? You have the Sun card. You're finding happiness in your own abilities, in your own personal strengths, in your own inner dialogue. I am what I am. You ain't gotta love me. I'll be all right. You ain't gotta be my friend tonight. I'll be okay. You would probably bore me anyway. Not listening to the back and forth conflict. Not getting yourself involved in any sort of ain't my circus, ain't my monkeys. Like you're not jumping to conclusions. Not jumping to fight someone else's battle for them. Like you're staying out of it. My name's Bennett and I ain't in it. You're keeping to the things that are your business. You're staying out of all the rest. For your own peace of mind, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, when you got two people that are fighting, like say that you have two friends and, or one of them's a coworker, or one of them is just someone that you know, or your family, right? And then they get into a big fight and they come and put you in the middle of all their business, right? They tell you all these dirty secrets about this person, about how, oh, he beat me up, oh, he does this, he does that, you know, and then they just go right back to him the next day, you know? And now you're stuck knowing how fucked up this person is, how fucked up this relationship is, and you still got to just sit there and kind of smile and nod anyways. You know, and you are not putting yourself in between that anymore. Nope. Like, you know that has brought nothing but conflict into your own personal peace. And you've realized that your own personal peace is the most precious freaking gift that there is. So you're staying out of anything that is, my name's been it, I ain't in it. Rather it be gossip at work, rather it be he said, she said from friends, co-workers, relatives. You are just sticking to yourself, putting in the work. And you ain't trying to be anything that you're not. The right people will always love you for who you are. Like, you ain't got to lie to kick it. And they shouldn't have to lie to kick it either. If somebody is out there to dressing to impress, to, you know, they got all this fake facade around them, and you could smell that shit from a mile away, you know? You can smell the people that are into gossip from a mile away. You ain't taking on any battles that aren't yours to take on. You have the Ace of Cups. You've got this new love for yourself. New love and respect for yourself, which is the best love that there possibly can be. Oop, that one wanted to jump. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you are slaying demons, man. Slaying demons with the quickness. You don't want nothing to do with no drama, nothing to do with any sort of he said, she said, nothing to do with anything that doesn't have to do with you and yours. You know, this is the Ace of Cups. There's one person in this cup right here. Sometimes that's a person coming toward you. You know, some of you might have a person coming towards you, but I really feel that this is a newfound love for your newfound love of self. Like a new love for your newfound way of life, for your newfound way of thinking, for your new emotional growth. Towards the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups is permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. This is after all the betrayal, all the heartache, all the whatever. You know, you find this contentment in yourself and in the people that are around you. It's not like complacent contentment. It's just a permanent type of contentment, knowing that you've got you no matter what, you know, that you love you no matter what. And that just being yourself, you'll find the right people. This newfound love of yourself, like, fuck, I might just be the love of my life. Like, damn, hey. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done any of that mirror exercise where you look in the mirror and you tell yourself how much you love you. You know, that might seem a little weird at first, you know, a little narcissistic or like just feel odd, you know. But get up in the mirror and look at yourself. Look at yourself in your eyes and tell you yourself how much you love yourself, how powerful you are, how much you've survived, how much you've bounced back, how you've not let anything that you've gone through get you down. You know? How compassionate, how caring, how giving, how talented. You know, look at yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself these things. You know? It might seem a little weird at first, but once you get onto it, you got the star here. I feel like that's that looking at nothing but the light, you know? Sure, you might be surrounded by darkness, but all you can see is that light. Your head is focused towards that light. Your head is focused towards building a future that you want, that you are proud of, that building an inside you that is proud of you. Eliminating the inside demon that tells you that you're not good enough, that you've never been good enough, that everything is bullshit. That's eliminating, that's killing those demons that are inside ourselves. You know, and the strength to do so. Letting go of these burdens. Letting go of that inner mental prison that you've put yourself in. That you've constantly been surrounded by and haunted by. All the past deeds, the past mistakes. Well, you can't change the past. You know, who are you now? What are you doing now? You know, the past is irrelevant at this point. We live in the past, the present, and the future all simultaneously. We live in the past, we live in the present moment of the past thoughts creating our future. That's why the now is the most important. I think you're figuring out how to come out of that self-imprisonment, that self-negative dialogue that you continuously have on repeat inside your own head. You know, not even, most of the times we are our own worst critics. Like, there might not be anybody out there that talks any shit about you, that says anything bad about you except for yourself. And that inner dialogue is the most important dialogue we have throughout the day. What we tell ourselves and how we speak to ourselves is the most important conversations that we have all day. I think some of you are consciously starting to figure out how to talk to yourself in a positive manner. You ain't got to lie to kick it. And nobody else has to lie to kick it. So just be you. And if it's not your circus, not your monkeys, then it ain't your circus, ain't your monkeys. Let me see what I can get from the Angel Oracle cards here. What do the angels have to say to Virgo today? Angels, what do you have for Virgo? Focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. The stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. That includes for yourself, Virgo. That includes the dialogue that you have inside yourself. The way you talk to yourself in the mirror. Or do you even look in the mirror? When was the last time you even looked in a mirror? Do you avoid a mirror? That should tell you something right there. If you are constantly in avoidance of mirrors, that means that there's something inside of yourself that, you know, you don't want to see, or you don't want to look at. It says, go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genius, and we will continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. And let's get one from the Ganesh Oracle. What does Ganesh have to say to my Virgo collective out here? Virgo. If you're telling yourself all the time that you're disgusting, nobody loves you, you're not good enough, you know, nothing you do is ever good enough, everything is always shit, you're lying. You ain't got to lie to kick it, all right? You are lying to yourself. You might not have anybody else lying to you, but you are definitely lying to yourself. Ain't got to lie to kick it, Virgo. We have achievement and joy. Achieving joy. That is the fundamental root of achieving joy, is that inner dialogue you have with yourself, the relationship you have with yourself. Once you hug that inner child that you have in there and learn to tell her that she's beautiful and that you're proud of her, and start working on your own inner dialogue, that's achievement of joy. That's how you achieve joy inside of every moment, inside of every situation. Because when it all boils down to it, there ain't nothing but us and the universe, or us and God. And we are all God's children, right? If we're all God's children, we are living, breathing representations of God. Like, how beautiful is that all by itself? Here to feel, breathe, experience every single possibility that there is to possibly experience. Just that in itself is freaking miraculous. And we have guidance. Some of y'all need to listen. Listen to those ancestors. Listen to the guidance that you seek. If you're seeking guidance and then you come across some guidance and then you don't embrace it. So you need to embrace the guidance that you are being given. All right, Virgo? If you're out there seeking, that's like going and ask somebody how you do something that knows how to do something, and then you hear their advice and you just go, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, if you knew what you were talking about, then you wouldn't be out there looking anyways, right? You would already have it done. So if you're out there seeking guidance and seeking answers, and then the answers are given to you, and you just slough them off like it's not the answer, like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, like this person isn't qualified to do this. If you go to a mechanic and you don't know nothing about mechanics, and then you tell the mechanic that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, that's how your guides feel right now. So you need to embrace the guidance that's being given. And I feel like a lot of you need to take a look in the mirror and tell that person you see in the mirror how much you love them. How wonderful, beautiful, warm, compassionate, understanding, forgiving, overcoming that person in the mirror is. I don't think I don't think some of y'all have ever even tried it. And we have personal transformation. Start doing that once a day. Once a day. Once a day for... Try it for the first 3 days and see how it feels. If you could do something for 27 days for 18 seconds at a time, that's what it takes to make or break a habit. That's what they tell you in rehab. That's what they tell you in any sort of addiction counseling that you go to. 21 days, 18 seconds at a time. If you start telling yourself that you're worthless, you're ugly, you're disgusting, stop yourself and spend 18 seconds telling yourself the opposite of that. If you could look in the mirror for 18 seconds at a time and tell your inner child how much you love them and how proud of them you are, 18 seconds for 21 days, and watch and see what happens. If it doesn't do nothing, well, I guess you could come and write me some nasty note on my wall and tell me how wrong I am. But if you give 18 seconds at a time to yourself for 21 days, looking in the mirror, telling yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love them and how powerful and creative, overcoming. Look at all the things that you've survived. Look at all the changes that you've made. And then come back and let me know. All right, Virgo? I love you guys. I love you like your higher self loves you. That's how I try to humanly, I mean, I'm human. That's how I try to love everyone. Remember, you can't have a bad day with a good attitude. And you can't have a good day with a bad attitude. And that choice is always ours. Vroom, beep, beep.